Baby, I'm sorry if I hurt you. Those words echo inside me every night, louder than my heartbeat, heavier than my silence. I never meant to break what I swore to protect. I never meant for my love to become your wound. But sometimes, even the purest hearts make mistakes that words can't undo. And now, every moment without you feels like punishment, a slow ache that reminds me what I've lost because of my own flaws. I remember your laughter, how it filled the empty spaces in me, like sunlight pouring into dark rooms. I remember how your eyes softened when you looked at me, how your voice became home when the world turned cold. You loved me when I didn't even know how to love myself. You stayed through my storms, through my silence, through my confusion. And what did I do? I let my pride speak louder than my heart. I let fear build walls where love once lived. If I could go back, I'd hold you longer. I'd listen more. I'd tell you how much you mean to me every single day. But time doesn't rewind, it only reminds. And it reminds me of you everywhere I go. The smell of your perfume lingers on my clothes like a ghost that refuses to leave. The songs we love now sound like apologies I never said. Even the mirror feels colder because the reflection staring back isn't the man you once believed in. You see, I wasn't ready for someone as real as you. You gave your all without expecting anything in return, and I foolishly took it for granted. I thought love would always wait. I thought you'd always be there. I didn't realize that even the strongest hearts eventually get tired of bleeding. And now, I live with the silence you left behind, a silence louder than any argument, heavier than any goodbye. I still replay our last conversation in my head. The way your voice trembled when you said you were tired. Tired of being strong for two. Tired of holding together something I kept breaking. I wanted to stop you, to tell you I'd change. But my pride chained my tongue. And when you walked away, it wasn't just you leaving. It was everything pure in me that left with you. Baby, I'm sorry. For the words I never said. For the moments I wasn't there. For the times I made you feel unloved, when you were the only thing that kept me alive. I know sorry isn't enough. I know it can't heal what's already scarred. But it's all I have left. My apology is the only way I can still touch your heart without crossing your peace. Do you still think of me? Do you ever wake up and miss what we had? Or have you learned to smile without my name? I hope you did. I hope the world finally treats you the way you always deserved. Because if anyone deserves peace, it's you. You gave love without limits, and I, blind in my selfishness, failed to protect it. I still keep your texts. I read them on nights when sleep feels like a stranger. Each word reminds me of how much you tried, how patient you were, how deeply you loved. It hurts, knowing I was the reason those words stopped, the reason your heart grew quiet. I broke something sacred, and no apology feels big enough to fix it. I see your smile in my dreams sometimes. It's always the same, soft, kind, and distant. You look at me, but you don't walk toward me anymore. You just smile, like someone who's already forgiven but moved on. And I wake up with tears in my eyes, realizing that dreams are now the only place where I can still love you. They say people don't realize what they have until it's gone. But I knew what I had. I just didn't know how to keep it. I let my insecurities whisper lies. made my temper louder than my tenderness, made my mistakes louder than my love. And now, the silence is all that answers when I whisper your name. Baby, I still talk to you in my prayers. I ask God to keep you safe, to send you happiness, to give you someone who holds your heart gently, the way I should have. And sometimes, I ask Him for a chance not to win you back, but to show you that I've changed, that the person who once hurt you finally learned what love truly means. If I could tell you one thing, it would be this: you were never the problem. You were the reason I believed in goodness again, the reason I smiled at things I used to ignore. You were light, and I was too blind to see how bright you really were. And now, I stand in darkness, learning to appreciate the glow I lost. I've learned that love isn't about possession, it's about gratitude. About being thankful that someone once looked at you and saw worth where you saw flaws. You did that for me. You saw me when I couldn't see myself. And that's something I'll never forget, even if time erases everything else. Baby, I hope you're smiling right now. I hope you found peace. And if you ever hear my name again, I hope it doesn't hurt. I hope it just reminds you of a boy who once loved you clumsily but sincerely. Because even in my worst moments, my love for you was real, messy, flawed, but real. Before you leave this video, just know every word you'll hear next was written with tears I never showed the world.